diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the Usc Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Usc Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Wolverines will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Trojans offense will take the field first. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators, defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
But sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So Michigan's offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him, and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
This crowd, full throat, spitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Oh, he's got some space, and he's knocked down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You still go see, or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
try to bully their way for the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Makes the grab. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We've got to rattle him. We've got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Missed it, no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes a stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
The Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off play action on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's McCulley. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Here's a heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for them.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Sweet cut there. And they're able to make the tackle.
Well, the offense got themselves in a bad position to start, but a nice change up there, handing it off and getting a lot of the yardage back, David, now to set up third and at least a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, and when it's third and forever like that, I'm thinking pass. So great job slipping the run in there. Running back now putting them in a better position. But defensively, I still got him in third and long, still in a good situation here.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting him forward.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Caught near the sticks. It's Lemon. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a midseason quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Mayava certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer looked really, really good, especially at the end of the year. And you know, with Lincoln Riley, one of the great QB whisperers in recent college football memory, if you're locked in and you're playing and you're seeing the field the way Lincoln Riley is seeing it and calling it, this offense is going to be unstoppable. If he does that, he's going to put up Heisman numbers.
Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit. When you got that kind of pedigree, you always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
Finds his man. It's Lane.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeps it on the bootleg. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Finds his big tight end. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in the first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Running the red zone, it's Jordan. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be fourth down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Dead center perfect. And that's going to tie it up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick handoff. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force four points.
And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
That's caught. It's Jordan. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Off the play fake on first down. The short hands, it's Sanders. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
After that last completion, it's second down. To the air, it's Mayava. There's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lemon. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
What a weapon this kicker is. When you've got leg talent like that, you're liable to score from anywhere on the field. Just get the ball close to midfield, and you can put 3 on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking. Turning it on! He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed. And
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. On the move, it's Haynes. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, and you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Back to throw, it's Mayaba. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Fine play action. It's complete on the right side. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Big fella moving. And they will score. Touchdown Trojans. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Going to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time, but you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simpson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try along with it. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Gets it out quickly.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Marshall. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. Pulls it in, it's Marshall. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
And the Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Catch in the middle, it's McCulley. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle, it's Klein. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. it safe and try for 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That gets them back to within 10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Hold it, finds his man on the left. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Makes the grab. It's Lemon. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. That's caught. It's Lane. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Right down the middle. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Simpson. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
And coming out in the 2nd half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this 2nd half, defense picking up where it left off.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
The Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Klein. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And I love what the quarterback did with his eyes there. Third down, you're throwing the hitch against zone. You've got to freeze defenders because they're all watching you. If you eyeball that throw, someone could pick that off and take it to the house. So great job with his eye discipline.
Running back searching for a hole. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for room, it's Haynes. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game.
Not the day that this kid was hoping to have here. After that miss, he's now only 2 for 5. He's cost his team 9 points already.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Power football with the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Lemon. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. A little screen to the running back. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And that lead grows even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Klein. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
The screen, he can go. At midfield, he's got room. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He wants to throw it again. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call to keep some DBs back deeper and keep my safety a little bit deeper? Understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Working the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And the Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Touchdown Wolverines! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll run it from the gun. It may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Gives it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
He'll sneak it.
The QB sneak has been around for 4,000 years. Obviously some exaggeration, but so hard to stop. Quarterback gets it, starts to burrow behind that offensive line, and now you got the push behind with these guys. It's almost impossible to stop.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mayava. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. Got a man. It's Strachan.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Trojans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get by.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Trojans are rolling down the field. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. That's caught. It's Lemon. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, backing up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for the score. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got his man. And the catch on into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Michigan offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Leaves it with the back.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
The Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Dropping back, it's Underwood. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
And the Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. Turns it on in midfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's McCulley. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's McCulley. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. From the red zone, looking for a man. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass, it's Underwood. This time he's got it. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
get breaking down. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.